Welcome to this episode of the Crazy Blind Tech Podcast.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Crazy Blind Tech Podcast. I am Blind Electron and I am here with
Matthew Whitaker.
And we are recording this episode for the second time on Logic Pro X because the first time I did it wrong and wasn't recording Matthew's audio. So it didn't really work.
Finder application. Close window. Mark 33 volume.
It failed.
Actions available.
Yeah.
In this view,
By
legend.
the way, fun fact, did you know that Apple recently changed it to Logic Pro, so there's no X no more.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought it was still...
Launchpad application. Logic Pro application.
Oh, now I see that. It's actually not called Logic Pro X.app anymore.
Nope.
Okay, well, I guess we're doing the episode on Logic Pro, not Logic Pro X. So, I'm gonna show you how to create a new project. Once
Logic Pro has no windows.
thing. Okay, so Command N.
Choose default button. Choose a project. Create an empty project. Nothing found.
I just VOCR'd.
Choose default.
Okay.
I need that, by the way. New episode next time.
Yeah, we're gonna do an episode on VOCR as well.
Logic Pro has.
What the? New Command N.
Choose default button.
Choose because you
Choose a
just
project.
want a blank thing because the other one's live loops.
Number.
And those
Audio
are
radio
weird.
software selected audio button.
There's
Number
all
1
those
cancel.
templates,
Create
but
default
he
button.
has only 2. I don't know why, but anyway.
Yeah, there's other ones, but for some reason mine is broken and I only have 2. Anyways,
Create default
we're gonna
button.
create, and now we
Dialog.
have. That's me playing on my MIDI keyboard. That's Matthew. So
Library control bar. Library. Search sound. Search text. Library browser.
I'm gonna show you how to use this library. So
Inspect library boot. Inspector.
go away, inspector.
Tracks. Library
All right.
browser.
So
Tracks boot.
So
Library. Tracks toolbar.
you
Tracks
might be
toolbar.
like,
Untitled
wait a
control.
minute.
Tracks boot. Tracks boot.
I don't have a library.
Tracks boot.
So to bring it up, all you have to do is press Y,
Library on.
and it'll say library on,
boot.
and there it is. So we'll interact
In
with
library
this
boot.
group.
Classic electric piano. Horizontal splitter. Search sound. Search text field. Blank.
So you can search for sounds here, but I'm not going to do that.
Library browser.
So there's a browser here.
Vintage electric piano.
And the
16
first
20.
thing you land on is categories
Bronket. Electronic bronket.
when you interact.
That category.
So let's
Guitar.
go
Keyboards.
to...
Mallet. Organ.
He's hitting down arrow, by the
Studio
way.
synthesizer. That category. Choose a
It's
category.
what?
Radio patches.
You hit down arrow to go by category, and you hit right arrow, and you hit down arrow to go to the other.
Yeah. You can use the arrow keys on their own if you don't interact, or you can interact and do it that way. I usually interact with it.
Vintage synthesizer.
But
Vintage
let's go to
synthesizer.
synthesizer, and
That
then we'll
arrangement
go to
FX.
the right,
Column 2
and
That
there's
category. Choose a category. Radio
another categories.
bass. Hill. Rap. Flat. EDM. Lead. Add.
So
Lead.
we're going to go to lead.
70
The
analog.
first says lead.
80
We're
sync
going
lead.
to go down
Alarm
a
lead.
few times
Alien September
because
lead.
I don't
Alien
want
lead.
any of
Hour lead.
these.
Patch. Load the selected ambient lead. Patch. Load the selected channels.
Ew. Hold on, that's not what I
Analog
want.
fizz lead. Patch. Load the selected channels.
Okay, so
You can start playing
analog
immediately.
fizz lead here.
It's just a main sound,
So that's one of my favorite ones. By the way, I'm using a Mobile Keys 2.5.
It's a MIDI controller.
But even if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you can
Musical
hit
typing.
Command
Analog fizz lead.
K,
Dialog.
and musical typing will come up, and you can use your keyboard.
Computer keyboard to be exact.
Yeah, your computer's keyboard.
You
And I'm
know,
gonna
a keyboard that has
clear
keys
that out of
have
there.
Choose
screens.
library. Browser. Search sound. Library.
Because I don't
Nothing on one. Nothing on one.
use that
Nothing on one. Out.
because I have my Mobile Keys 2.5. And there's that. So next, Matthew's going to take you through some of the preferences, not all of them, because that would take forever. So we're going to take you
so
through
I'll probably,
general.
You know what? I'll do general and then accessibility. That'll be way easier for them.
Yeah, and then I'll do notifications and audio.
Tracks boot.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's go. Let's see.
Show link channel list group.
Okay.
Logic Pro. Untitled.
Here we go. So preferences.
Preferences. Project toolbar. Project handling tab 1 of 6.
You're backing off your mic again.
I know, bro. I know. This setup is weird, but anyway, hold on. I think I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good. Okay. So.
Anyway,
Okay, so
did you mean to do that?
so, yes. So, General, project handling,
Startup action. Create new startup action.
startup action.
Create new project using default template. Pop-up button.
So his is create new project using default template. Mine is do nothing so that it will not actually open any
Yeah,
files or
yeah.
anything.
Yeah. For me, I have a template that I normally use for when I'm recording. Stuff,
Yeah,
so.
and I will actually show you how to save a template
Yeah.
later in the
Very
video
Default template.
or podcast.
Your current master plan button. Default template.
And if you have that setting changed, in my case, you can choose what template you want to open when you open Logic.
And
This
by the
case,
way,
mine
he
is
has
set
some
to
settings you
master
guys
plan
might
template.
not have right away, and I'll show you how to get all of the settings so you can get all your customization.
Period.
And I'll show you how to do that.
Period. Yes. Let's see.
When opening a project, ask to close current project S. Uncheck checkbox.
That's something that yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so I'm going to show what that
Preferences
does.
dialog. Preference toolbar.
So
Project edit. Note. Editing tab. Project handling. Selected.
If I go to here and
access
then-
startup action. Do nothing. Pop-up. Default select template. When opening a project, ask to close current project S. Uncheck checkbox.
So I'm going to
Check.
check this to start.
Now in Untitled 13.
So now if I open a new project,
Don't close button. Do you want to close it? Close. Default. Closing is recommended. Do you want to close the current project before opening a new project? Closing is recommended unless you wish to copy data between projects. Close. Default. Don't close button.
so I'm going to
Cancel button.
cancel
Now in
that.
Untitled.
But then if I change that
Preferences
setting,
No. Access. Startup act. Do nothing. Default. Select template. When opening. Select default template. Dimmed. Select template. Dimmed button. When opening a project, export media file. Save single media. When opening a project, ask to close current project S. Check checkbox.
so
Uncheck.
I'm going to
Select
say,
Notification.
I'm
Catch.
going to turn that off now.
Close button. Now in
Now
Untitled.
if I press Command N,
Choose default button.
it
Choose a project.
automatically pops
Create an empty
up
project.
and
Library browser.
does everything. So
Yeah, so you can get to the the next screen a bit faster.
yeah.
But yeah. Let's see.
Export MIDI file. Save single MIDI regions as format 0. Check checkbox.
So that's
That's
something
something to do with MIDI.
MIDI, we don't know what
like
that
you
does.
can
It's
export stuff.
export
Yeah,
something
I
from
would
MIDI
experiment
0. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, next.
Auto backup. You are currently on attack. Last 10 alternative versions. Pop-up button.
Auto backup. That's useful because if you if your Mac
if
goes,
your
you can just
if your Mac crashes on you, to clarify, that means if your Mac crashes on you in the middle of like doing a Logic project, it auto saves, and it
Yep, and you
it
can
should
choose-
be
you
able to
can
bring you back to a
customize
pretty
it.
recent version of the project, so you can keep working on it if
Yep.
your computer
It'll say,
crashes.
"Would you like to open your saved or auto saved?" And you hit auto save, and you're good.
Yeah, and then you'll be
Um,
good.
You are currently system default. Recent items.
Recent items, system
System default,
default.
pop-up button.
You got this one.
Recent items. System
Yeah,
default.
so that is so you can
Menu bar.
customize a
Logic Pro.
menu
File.
in your file menu here,
Open ellipsis. Open recent. Submenu.
which is open
Open
recent.
recent. Submenu.
So
Flame blast. Dialog GICX.
these are
Menu 1
all
dialog. Menu 1 dialog GICX.
things
Flame.
that
It's time dialog GICX. Jump plays dialog GICX. It's time dialog GICX.
I've worked on. So I'm gonna open this one because this is
It's time
not
dialog
menu music. So
Toolbar button. FM model. Toolbar button. F. Close button.
Worried about
Now in search sound. Search
get
text.
that out of here.
Out.
About getting this music in here. So
Space. Space.
quit typing
Control.
in the
Untitled 13.
library.
Oh,
Stupid.
it's
Space.
in the thing.
Space. Library. Boot.
How do I
It's
stop
Insertion
that?
item
That's
text. Search
freaking
text field.
annoying.
Space. 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 Selected. Search. Horizontal slider. Content selected. Search text field.
It keeps letting you
Search field.
search
Search.
Yeah, that
Menu.
happens
3 items.
sometimes.
Recent searches.
so
Dimmed.
just
Clear
put
search. Clear search history.
Yeah.
Closing menu.
So
Search sound. Search text
this
field.
is kind
Blank.
of an annoying thing.
Out.
So what I usually do is just
Y. Tracks. Boot. Y.
it won't.
Library. Boot.
Hold on.
Menu bar. Edit.
Turn off
Record. Mix.
voiceover
View.
and turn it back
Mix.
on.
Y.
Oh,
Voiceover off.
Always do
Voiceover
that.
on Logic Pro search sounds. Tablet.
and now
Blank.
I
Has
should
keyboard
be
focus.
able to
Library. Browser.
show you
Search
what I
sound.
was trying to show you. So
Space.
oh my god,
Maybe not.
Out of Untitled. Tracks. Boot.
hold on.
Control bar. Toolbar.
Me
Toolbar.
interact with the
Go to
control.
Tracks View. Go to Tracks View. The
Voiceover
Tracks
off.
View.
Voiceover on Logic Pro search sounds. Application. Untitled 13.
Me, actually.
Blank. Library. Browser. Search sound. Search text field. Blank. Out of light. Tracks.
Go
Boot.
to Tracks View just to get it out of that
Space.
thing.
Yeah.
No.
You.
But
Tracks. Boot.
interact into
Tracks.
the
Boot.
header or
Tracks.
something
Angular
like
timeline.
that.
Tracks. Contents. Boot.
And just
4 gigs. 1 bar.
There we go.
1 bar. 1 division.
So
4 gigs. 1 division. 2 division.
that's a
One
little
bar,
thing
one
I've
division.
been working on, and
Don't save
that's
button.
that
Do you want to save?
don't need
Now
to
in
save any
tracks.
changes.
Tracks enter free.
But yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, I decided to stop working on that one because that one's really bad.
1 bar.
But
1 division. 1 tick.
basically, that
4 gigs. 4 division. 1 bar. 1 division. 4
I
division.
just
239.
closed
Boot.
you.
Logic Pro has no window.
Okay.
Apparently you didn't.
Anyways, basically that's what opening from the recents menu does. It'll show you things you've recently worked on.
Windows.
Yeah. Accessibility. Let's do it.
When opening a project, export MIDI file. Save. When opening a catch tab. Accessibility tab. 6. Press accessibility. Open. When this option. Plugin window. You are currently on Open Controls View by default. Uncheck checkbox. You are currently on a checkbox. To select or deselect this checkbox, press when this option is selected. All plugin windows will open in Controls View, making plugin parameters available for use with VoiceOver.
So, typically you want to check that if you're a VoiceOver user, because
although
opening in Controls View makes plugins far more accessible. Now, some not to say that some plugins will work not in Controls View, they just tend to work better if you're in Controls View.
Period. And that's all I'm going to show, so you got the
Preferences dialog. Preferences toolbar. Project editing tab. Site catch tab. Notifications tab. Select notification. Accessible. Warnings and alerts. Table.
Basically, all this tab is it shows notifications that you've gotten from Logic in the past.
Warnings and alerts set previously to do not show again. Table. No selection.
So there's that, and
Reset selected warning. Reset all warnings button.
you can
Reset
reset
all warnings.
all your
Reset take warnings.
warnings
Accessible.
if you need
Notifications. Catch tab. Cycle. Editing. Project toolbar. Preferences
to. Now
toolbar.
we're gonna
Audio.
show
Recording. Audio button.
audio, so
Audio toolbar. Device. General tab. Sampler tab. General.
there's-
Devices. Selected
I'm
tab.
going to show a couple of these tabs. I'm going to show
General.
devices,
Sampler. Editing tab. For assignments tab.
and
Edit. General tab.
General.
Sample. Edit. File. MP3 tab. Core audio.
everything else is really important.
MP3. File editor tab. 6. MP. Core audio. Enabled. Check.
So
Core audio.
this is your audio host right
Enabled.
there, but
Output
you
device.
can't
It's
change that on
1930.
Mac.
730.
You are just stuck with core audio.
Built-in output. Pop-up button.
So built-in
Output device
output
pop-up
is
menu.
what
Use.
my output device is set to. Now, in Matthew's case, that does matter to him. In my case, it doesn't matter because I use an app called SoundSource that allows me to change
Choose between install core audio.
input and output devices for specific applications.
He'll show me how to do it with SoundSource, but for now I'm just using like the default way.
Yeah. I don't know why you're muting yourself. You don't really need to, but anyway.
Input device.
Yeah,
Stereo microphone.
just-
Pop-up.
And so my input device is currently set to my Yeti, so that when I show you a couple things later, it doesn't cause feedback.
Satchel buffer size 128. Pop-up. Samples.
So there's I/O buffer size. I don't really know what that does.
Resulting latency 12.7. Recording delay 50%.
There's
0. Samples.
Bunch of
Processing grid.
stuff. I
Sample.
don't know what any of that is.
Enabled. Check.
So
Core audio.
I'm not
File
gonna-
editor. Satchel site. Edit. Sampler. General tab.
If we
Selected.
go to general here.
Edit. Sample. Volume. Automatic. All buses. Pop-up. Automatic bus assignment uses. Volume. Pen. Sense. Plugin parameters. Pop-up button.
Okay, never mind.
Software monitoring. GarageBand requires the input monitoring button beyond and the track.
I'm not going to
Study the focus
show
for
any of
Logic-
that.
Logic Pro has no
because
windows.
That's not important, really. But yeah, basically that's those. And then there's another thing with preferences.
Menu bar. Apple.
Where
Logic Pro. Preferences. Submenu. Audio ellipsis.
there's a
Recording ellipsis. Media ellipsis.
preferences submenu in
Closing
the
menu.
menu bar in the Logic menu, and that will give you all the categories in a menu, so you can click the one you want, and it'll bring you straight to it. And now, let's see, what are we doing now?
Toggle channel strip.
I'll do how to make the audio track and probably just do like the plug-in stuff.
Oh yeah, you do the plugin thing, and then I'll do the audio track.
Okay. And then we'll go from there. So I'll just use my mic now. You can do it two ways. You can either add the plugin from the
Basically, what he's going to show you guys how to do is add plugins to a track.
I was gonna say that, no,
But you didn't say that
So
in the
like
beginning.
cause you cut me off, dude. But you can either do it from the inspector or you can do it from the mixer. I like it from the inspector because I'm used to it. But he's the mixer, but he'll show you that.
Control bar. Untitled. Library.
Let's
Group.
go.
Inspector.
Motor mouth, you're like,
Let's see.
he uses the mixer, but he'll show you that. Blah, 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 blah.
So
Mixer layout area. In mixer layout area. Vocal mic number 241. In vocal mic number 241. Partial.
that's near my track. Now okay.
That was an email. Anyways.
I'm gonna strip all these buttons here for now. But feel free to work with them because they're very
Yeah,
useful.
you can screw with those, but they're not.
But be careful because you never know what you might do. But I will say that most of everything is accessible with VoiceOver in Logic.
Yeah,
so
most of Logic's
great.
things are completely accessible,
Light
which is
off. Library. Virtual
one
lead group.
really
Insert
amazing
bar
thing
button.
about Logic
You
Pro.
off. Library indicator. PSHFT group. Audio plugin. PSHFT group.
So actually, there's my thing that I made last time. We tried to record this. So should I do another one? Or should I
Delete
just
that
do
and
one?
do another one, yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Audio plugin button. PSHF and list button. No plugin. Press no plugin.
All right. So I just said I just interacted with the button that I used last time.
I'll show how to
What did
delete
you
it.
hit?
Don't bother with that.
Okay.
Vocal
So
output. Vocal on off. Vocal mic number on. Off.
okay.
Virtual audio plugin button.
Here we go. Audio button. Hit that button.
Virtual game. Submenu. Virtual mix rack.
Just
7.
to make things
Pitch
easier,
shifter, game,
I will
pitch shifter,
use the pitch shifter plugin.
Pitch shifter. Submenu. Mono. Vocal mic number 241. Cast. Vocal mic number.
And now I sound like a 9-year-old, but
More like a
and
chipmunk,
basically-
but yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually,
If you want to sound like a 9-year-old, you'll have to use the vocal transformer because it sounds a lot more real.
True that. And you can show that. But you can save your own default settings, which I did for this plugin specifically.
So that's why it's opening to this specific setting for him, because he saved that as his default. And by default, it opens to like a weird setting. Like if you don't change it, pitch shifter opens to like this weird setting where you have like a really high pitched voice and then your normal voice. Yeah, it's weird.
I'll show you the controls view, but first I'll show you how to bypass. So
bypass. Checkbox.
hit this button.
Uncheck.
Now I sound normal. If I did it again.
Check bypass.
Now I sound like 9-year-old.
Basically, so if that is a button basically that bypasses the plugin. So if you have that unchecked, it's not bypassed, and if you have it checked, then it is.
Period.
Sorry, no, I screwed that up. No, if it's unchecked, the plugin will not be being used, but if it's checked, then the plugin will be being used.
Period. So I'll show you the controls here. So it's just a phrase, bro. It's just a phrase. Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah. So I'll show you this controls view. So again, in preferences, you can set this view to be automatically on,
which I would recommend.
True, but yeah, let's go here.
Menu.
View.
Controls. You are currently in the menu. Press controls. View.
And
Table.
you
Mix.
can do various things, like do this.
100% in slider.
Adjust the mix.
90%.
You hear me normally.
50, 60, 50%.
You hear 50% of me and plugin.
Now you hear just the plugin at
And just to be clear, these are the specific sliders for the pitch shifter plugin, not for all plugins.
Right, exactly. And there's other things like semitones. You can change it semitones or sense and delay. Some of the things are dimmed for some reason. I don't know why. Oh
yeah, I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird, you know. Anyway.
Mode,
you can choose that. And just stuff like that. So I'll take this off and let Ethan do his thing.
Yes.
Number 241. Toolbar. Bypass. Check. Uncheck. Bypass. Checkbox. Close. Library. Search sounds.
So he did that through the inspector. But I'm going to show you how to do it through the mixer now. Sorry about this part, but I'm going to have to switch to my Blue Yeti to show you how to do this.
Choose default button. Choose cancel. Open it. Choose default button.
I'm going to choose. We're going to select.
New track. Number of tracks. Button.
So
Details. Guitar. External media. Drummer. Radio button. Audio. Radio button. 06.
Select audio and just
create. Default button. Tracks contents. Blue.
So
tracks contents. Workspace. Track 1. Out. Track center. Group. Track 1. Track 1. 0 plus 0. Horizontal. 0. Record enable. Input monitoring. Record enable. Uncheck. Checkbox.
So we're going to record enable.
Solo. Record enable. Uncheck. Checkbox. Input monitoring. Uncheck. Checkbox.
Input monitor. There we go. You don't need to record enable when you only have one track, because it's automatically done.
Tracks.
So I'm going to hit X for the mixer.
Mixer. Group. Mixer layout area.
And we're going to go to this layout area.
Mixer layout area. Mixer layout area. Audio 1. Channel split group. In audio 1. Channel
track with audio group 1.
On. 0 1 automation off. Group. Stereo output. Send button. Audio input 1. Audio plugin.
This is going to be very similar to how he added.
Reason. Local transformer. Submenu.
So I'm going to add vocal
Local transformer. Mono.
Audio
1 dialogue. Audio 1 dialogue.
Big delay between the real me and the
Toolbar. Bypass. Factory. Previous. Mix. New. Table. Pitch. 0 slider. Foreman. Pitch. 0. 50%. Slider. 0. Slider.
And you can.
Foreman. 0 slider. Pitch. 0 in. 0. Slider. In select. 29.2%. 0. Plus 10. Plus 20. Plus 24. Plus 4. Plus 4. Minus 6. Plus 4. Plus 40. Plus 4.
And to adjust it, fine-tune it, you can press Control Option Function.
Plus 5. Plus 6. Plus 3. Plus 2. Plus 1. 0.
No, shift doesn't work for me.
In slider. Minus 1. 0.
Oh.
Minus 1. 0. Plus 1. 0. Minus 3. Minus 4.
If you press Control Option Shift and the left and right arrow keys, it will also
out of slider. Out of pitch. Foreman. 0 slider. 15. 0. 50%. 0. In slider.
So
47.9. Minus 2. Minus 1. Minus 2. Minus 3. Minus 4.
So for this voice,
minus 3. Minus 5.
I like to
minus
put
4.
the 4 minute
Out of slider.
minus 4.
Out of pitch. Minus 4 slider. In. Minus 4. Slider. In slider.
Pitch
39.6. Minus 4. Minus 5. Minus 6.
At like
minus 5.
minus 5.
Minus 6.
Let's put it at minus 6. That sounds a little better.
Out of
So now you can hear a second me that sounds like a man, and the only reason you can hear me as well
is because
Table.
of the way I have my loop back set up.
Mix. Robotize. Uncheck check. Mix. 100% slider. 100% slider.
There's also a
100%
mix
slider. In slide. 90%. 80%. 50%.
So now you'll hear like two me's and that, and it just sounds weird. So I'm gonna not do that.
Out of slider. 100%. 100. Out. Robotize. Uncheck
There's
checkbox.
also this robotize checkbox, which if I check it, it makes it so my voice doesn't change pitch. And you can hear that the real me is changing pitch, but the other me won't, which sounds really weird and strange, so I'm gonna stop doing that, because that's really weird.
Pitch piece. Pitch tracking. Glide. Green side. Filaments. Drop. Fine pitch. 0 chord slider. Fine pitch.
A
0 chord
lot
slider.
of this stuff I don't really know what it does, but...
Close button.
So,
now untitled. Audio 1.
also, if you want to remove...
Audio 1. Out of off. Local TRF boot. Insert bar. Input 1 button. Mono. Shut off. EQ off. Game settings button.
Remove an effect.
11. Set off. Insert local TRF boot.
Vocal TRF is the vocal transformer, which is what I just added. So we're going to interact with this group.
Open. Bypass. Uncheck. Open button.
So open will open the settings. There's also a bypass button here, but unlike the other bypass button within the plugin, this one, if you have it checked, it will be turned off. If it's unchecked, it will be turned on. It's weird.
Unchecked.
So yeah.
Open. List button. Actions available.
We'll go to this list
Menu.
button,
Menu 20. Local transfer. No plugin.
and we're going to hit no plugin,
Audio 1.
and there we go. Now let's
Stereo out. Channel split group.
You did
Tracks
it!
boot.
Yay!
So there you go.
Don't save button.
Show them how to
Do you want to save the document?
Yeah, I will show them how to record and play back, but I'm going to do that with a virtual instrument, so hold on. Alright.
Ah, I just knocked over a microphone. Good thing it was muted, or that would have been really loud. Anyways. Let's fix that. Alright, so we're going to open a new project. Choose.
Button. Details. Software instrument. Create. Default button.
Alright, so I'm going to...
Here's
Metronome
a
on.
fast
Library. Control bar.
voiceover
1 bar 1 division 1.
so, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so...
heads up.
Yeah. But most of the stuff that I'm speeding through, you guys can figure out
Metronome
very
off.
easily.
Well,
So...
Actually, yeah. When you record, just hit O and then K.
Yeah, so what I like to do is
Metronome on.
hit K to turn the metronome on. Make sure that's on. If it says metronome off when you hit K, then hit it again. So I actually have a
But that's
custom
for playback by itself, though.
metronome, which I'll
Oh,
actually have Matthew show you how to do that, because last time I did
4 bars, 1
really
division,
bad at
1 bar 1
showing
division.
you how to do that. So
right. Yeah.
to record, I'm going to press R.
He's playing on his MIDI controller right now.
So I didn't
5 bars,
follow
4
the
division, 1 bar 1
metronome at
division.
all, but that doesn't really matter. I wasn't trying to make anything good.
Okay.
3 bars 1.
Yeah, so now
Metronome off. 1 bar
to
1
turn the
division.
metronome off, you hit K and then space to play.
Interesting. When you hit K, it global turns it.
4 bars 2 beats 4 division 136 picks.
Wait, I have it separate. So like when I hit record, I and hit K, it's specifically for when I'm recording specifically. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
mine.
interesting.
I have mine set differently. So that's
Don't save button.
that. And then
Dimmed,
Matthew's going to show you how to do that custom metronome. Because the default
do that.
Logic metronome
So-
doesn't really have a tone to it. It's more of just a...
Caps lock off.
Yeah, I just.
But you could hear in my metronome it was like... Ding, dong, dong, dong.
Yeah.
1 bar 1 beat 1 division 1 take.
So I'll show you mine. How mine is.
Metronome on. 3 bars 1 beat 1
Okay.
division 3 takes.
So,
Metronome off. 1 bar 1 beat 1
again,
division
it doesn't do that by
So-
default. It doesn't really have a tone.
But I'll show you how to do that. So go to here. What's going on?
Into library. Control bar. Tool. In browsers. Loop. Plus 0. Click.
So, into the control bar.
Replace. Control bar. Group. Cycle. Replay. Record. Play. Cycle. Control bar. Group. Replay. Tuner. Solo. Count in. Click. Count in. Click. Mix.
There we go.
Menu. Simple.
So, he just pressed
So-
Control Option
so-
Shift M on there.
VO Shift M, or you can do Tap Slot Shift M, depending on your
What your
preferences and
modifier
whatsoever.
key is. I use Control Option, but yeah.
Yeah.
Check mark, click on recording.
Let's see.
You only during count in.
So
You gotta say what you're gonna
nice.
do, dude. You keep like just doing
Yeah.
it without saying what you're doing.
I know, but so basically, I'm arrowing down in this menu that I brought up using my keyboard command. And again, nice options in here. I would definitely explore those. But I'm gonna just skip to metronome settings.
Click while playing. Metronome settings ellipsis. You are currently on the menu item.
That is
To choose this
his
menu item, press
app
caps lock on.
Sound note. That was my time machine backup going through.
Caps lock off.
More episodes on the way about that, by the way. Anyway, next.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the works here, guys. So.
Yeah, definitely. So, let's see.
Zoom, close, minimize, zoom, untitled, toolbar.
Yes,
You are currently on a toolbar.
so
To interact with the item.
yes, toolbar. I wouldn't mess with that because that'll bring you to different parts of preferences. Just this technically opens the preferences dialog button in much known territory. So,
Options.
options.
You are current. Simple mode. Uncheck. Checkbox.
Simple mode. I
Simple
would
mode
mess with
checkbox.
that.
When click while recording. Checkbox.
Quick while recording. You can see this is where you can set individually.
Only during count-in. Uncheck. Checkbox. Click while playing. Uncheck. Checkbox. Polyphonic clicks. Uncheck. Checkbox.
Now this is pretty interesting because if you have this
Check
chat,
polyphonic clicks. Checkbox. Metronome on.
You can't do it from within that window. But basically, it just makes
usually
it so
allows
there's.
me, but okay.
It-
Yeah, but usually
basically what it does is it.
so that you got it. Okay.
Yeah, it causes it to have multiple notes
checkbox.
in the metronome. So it's like it's playing tiny little
like-
chords at you.
Imagine this. That's monophonic, but if by the way, I'm putting it on my keyboard. But if it's monophonic,
You
that's
can
what it
hear
sounds like.
there's multiple notes.
It's 1935.
Now that's not exactly what it sounds like, obviously, because that's.
Yeah, but
But
it's just
you get the idea.
It's just yeah. So
Polyphonic clicks. Uncheck.
for
Check.
mine, I have it unchecked.
Source.
Source.
You are current. Audio click. Klopfgeist. Checkbox.
You can have that.
MIDI click. You are currently on a text note. You are currently on a text velocity.
And these are so these are these are you changing notes, and velocity basically means how loud or how soft it's playing.
Yeah.
Channel. Note.
And you can
You are currently on a
set
text
channel and stuff, MIDI channels, all MIDI stuff.
All that stuff is just
You are currently on a text
settings that you can't click on from there, but like they're settings that are coming up, basically.
Right.
bar. Checkbox.
So
Checkbox. Generate separate note events for bars. You are
yeah. So explanatory.
E5 slider.
And
E5 slider.
this is what I have it set to. So in this case, octave E5, which is that note.
110. 127 slider.
And my velocity
currently on a slider.
and my velocity is 127, which is the loudest possible.
10 image. 10 slider. You are currently on a slider.
I'm
So
not sure what that slider is.
yeah, we're not
okay.
entirely sure what all these letters are, but
10 image. See music sharp sign 1 slider.
These are
You are currently on a slider.
these are different
Press tab lock. Shift in 100
subdivisions. You can
image.
change the notes of
Group.
those
Check
as
checkbox.
well.
1 image. Group. Checkbox. D music sharp sign
Group.
119. 10 image. See music sharp sign image. 88 slider.
There's different things you can do.
Check A4 slider.
Here's my other note, A4.
10 image. See music image. 68 image. Division 60 10.
Divisions, you can have that on.
69.3%.
So tone. So this is what you change
That's-
if you want to make your metronome more tone, have more tone.
yeah, so that's the volume of what you change. So by default, it's pretty low, and you can't really hear that there's a tone at all. But
Period. Yeah. So.
but
so,
we
and then you change it.
we like to turn that up because it sounds a lot nicer.
Yeah. Mine's set to
69.3%. Slider. MIDI port pop-up menu.
69.3.
Mine's set to 75, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, 74, 75.
Port.
And
MIDI pop-up menu.
change the
Choose
MIDI
port.
ports,
Volume.
and you can
74.8%.
have a
Slider.
separate volume button click, which is awesome. And you can
Output. You are
also
currently on a
set
text element. 1 2 pop-up button. Output pop.
where the output.
That's the output channels if you have a multi-output device.
Pop-up button.
Sweet. And to save everything, Command W.
Untitled.
You're back in your main area.
You can also do it from
Go
within
to-
those metronome settings, but there's not. But if you've already changed the settings and it closed, you can do it the way he's about to show it to you.
Right, which is basically do this, go to this menu again.
Menu. Subject only during count-in. Click while play. Metronome settings. Customize control. Apply defaults. Save as defaults.
There it is. So
Just click on Save as Defaults.
Save as defaults. Divider. Dimmed. Click. Mixed.
Perfect.
And there you go. That's how you can make your metronome have a little tone to it. Which is
Again,
kind of...
just to remind you.
Okay.
Logic Pro has no windows.
Oh Lord! Now, hold on, wait, because now this thing's acting up on me. With
It's
this
doing the stupid,
search
yeah.
word.
Selection.
Let me.
Tracks.
Move
Intro,
here.
track 29. 1 bar 1 beat 1 division 1 take. Metronome on.
Which
1 bar
again is
1 beat 1 division.
Yeah, and compared to the default one, it does not sound like that.
4 bar 2 beats 2 division. 1 bar 1 beat 1 division.
yeah.
And so now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you how to save a template. So
Choose default button.
We're going to choose and
A new track.
we're
Number
going
of
to
button.
create
Detail. Default. External drummer radio button. Audio radio. Software instrument. Selected radio.
a software
Selected audio.
instrument track and a
Create.
drummer.
Create default
So,
button. Dialog.
put a
Closing
software
dialog.
instrument
Live
here.
tracks boot.
And say we don't
Library
want
boot. Library. Library.
that, so we're going to go to synthesizer.
Synthesizer. Synthesizer. Arrangement.
And I'm
Detail.
not going to
Classics.
explain what I'm doing in this part because I already did in the beginning of the podcast.
EDM base. EDM light. Add. Light. 70s analog lead. 80 sync lead. Alarm lead. Alias again lead. Alien lead. Hour lead. Ambient lead. Patch. Load the selected channel script. Analog crunch lead. Analog fizz lead. Analog funk. Patch. Load the selected channel script. Analog fizz lead.
So,
Patch. Load the selected channel script. You can start playing
analog
immediately.
fizz lead, that's one of my favorite leads. And then we're going to add another track.
Choose. Choose.
Choose. And
Details. Audio radio button.
wait, no, that was a new project.
Create.
Oops.
Cancel button.
Yeah.
Tracks. Choose. Default. Cancel. Choose. Cancel. Library. Choose. Pop up button.
Command Option T.
Revert button.
No, and
Tracks. Boot.
Command Option N. Yeah.
A new track. Dialog. 1.
There we go. So,
External MIDI. Drummer radio. Audio radio. 1. Cancel button.
not
1.
audio.
Default. External drummer radio button. Selected.
Drummer.
External. Create. Default button.
create
Autoplay drummer group.
and
1 bar
void to
Total
develop
division base.
command option U, which adds a demo track automatically.
and
One bar
of course I
division
can
one.
also play his
One bar
drums
division. One bar
for
division
him.
one tick.
But yeah,
Inspector. Tracks. Boot. Library. Boot.
so we're going to change our
Horizontal footer.
drummer
Library.
here just to
Live.
prove
Alternative.
that all this will
Songwriter. R&B.
save.
Electronic. Hip hop. Electronic.
So we'll do electronic.
Madness. Big Room EDM. Electronic. 5 of 7.
We're gonna
Electronic drum
do-
kit. 3 of 20. 1 bar division one tick. Leah. Tech house. Jasper. Dubstep. Jasper. Dubstep. Leah. Tech house. Leah. Tech house. Jasper. Dubstep. Jasper. Dubstep. Leah. Tech house. Pile driver. 61 of 94.
What is it doing? All right,
D-Tech. 25 of 94. 1 out.
all right, we'll leave it at that.
Track. Inspector. Boot. 40 sort division 220. 2 bars.
All right, so
One bar
we
division.
got that. Now, if we want to save
Menu
as a
bar.
template,
File edit. File. New. Close. Save command. Save as ellipsis command shift. Save a copy as ellipsis. Save as template ellipsis.
save as template in the file menu,
Save as template. Untitled. Save as. Untitled. 1 3. Dialog. Selection deleted.
and we'll just call this
Back. Save as. Edit text.
test
T E N N E T space. Test.
dash
T E T N N
ah,
E T T E N P.
test dash temp.
Back. Forward. List. Change left. Project. Show list options. Project templates. Show. New. Side. Load. List. Gap. Save button.
You can
We'll
Now
save.
Untitled 13. Test temp. Press
So
window.
now-
Inspector.
on it, but
So now
Don't
if I
save button.
close this project,
Logic Pro has no.
don't save it, quit Logic
Finder. Application.
completely,
Applications. Window. List view table. Logic Pro. Application. November
and
15th.
then
2020.
we'll
Upload.
reopen Logic again.
List view table. Finder. Amadeus Pro. Team top 5.
Go to the
Terminal.
window.
Terminal. Logic Pro. Logic Pro application. Logic Pro has no.
So if I create a new
Choose.
project now,
Default. Cancel. Choose. Open and details. Create an empty collection. One unselected. Image. Live loops. Image. Empty project. Create an empty.
So,
Details. Collapse.
where's the stupid
Expanded.
thing?
Details. Boot. Open and existing.
How do I-
Create a collection. One table. New project. Selected. In table. Recent. Sire base.
yeah,
Tutorials.
table.
Sire. Tutorial. Demo project. My templates. Project templates. My templates. Out of collection. One unselect.
Yeah.
Image. Test
So
temp.
we go to temp,
Image. Test
my
image. Test temp.
templates. Now we have my
Test
now
temp.
we
Collection.
have
One
this
unselect. Test temp.
temp,
Details. Open. Cancel. Choose. Default button.
and we'll choose, and it's going
Logic Pro
to
busy.
pull in
Now
all the
untitled 13.
information,
Track. 1 bar
and
40 sort division 201 ticks. 1 bar
voila,
division.
everything's
List editor.
here
No
again.
text. Boot. Browsers. Out. Live tracks. Inspector. Boot. Tracks. Tracks. Boot. Tracks. Tracks. 100. Tracks header. Boot. Tracks. Track 1. Analog
The
is
other
boot.
instrument
Track 1.
is here.
Logic Pro has new window. Logic Pro has new window.
Perfect.
So that's how
Window.
you create
Logic
a
Pro has no-
template.
Terminal application. Ethan. Close window. In alert dialog. Terminate. Default button. Cancel button. Shell text. Last
I
block.
think.
Finder.
Do we need
Finder
any to
Close
do
window.
anything else?
Nah,
Do you think?
Amadeus Pro. Entering Amadeus.
Yeah,
Button.
I think that's enough logic for you guys. Enough logic. Anyways, I do think that that should be able to get you started very nicely. So thank you for listening to this episode of the Crazy Blind Tech Podcast, and I will see you in the next thing.